Use a pan to wash and rinse your dishes. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Well, we'd like to say hello and welcome to one and all to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. Of course, we have it all in abundance. We're talking about the sand, the sea, and the sun. I mean, everything just pretty, you know? And so we want to say thank you for joining us. The pleasure is mine to see that you are here with us. Now, what is it that we are going to be talking about tonight? The big talk, boy, pension, and whether or not there's going to be, the judgment, in fact, and whether or not there's going to be any appeal coming from the government. We'll talk about that. We've heard from the National Democratic Congress. We've heard from the New National Party. We've heard from the government. In fact, we've heard from the trade unions. Yes, it's a very topical issue right now. We're going to be talking about that, as well as we're going to give you an update as it relates to our COVID-19 situation here in Grenada and some other matters. All right? So all you embrace all yourself, the thing go pretty, as usual, we have a good time on the program, it's not that serious. You know what I mean? We got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Decisive, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and Superb Distributors. Folks, when we come back, it will be real news in Ole Lili Lolo. Someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit, compliments, Digicel, and guess what? That person might very well be you. We'll be back. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Yes, so welcome back again. And of course, the first thing that we want to tell you about is that we've received an update from the Ministry of Health as it relates to our COVID-19 situation. The latest information that we have is that out of 416 tests that were conducted on the 28th of the month, 13 of those tests came back positive. That takes our active cases to 53. That's 53. All right. There were some recoveries as well, no deaths, and so it remains within the 50 range. It's been there for quite a while. 53, 59, those kind of numbers that we've been dealing with. All right. Our vaccination status stands at 37,957 persons being fully vaccinated. All right. That accounts to 33.6% of our population. As it relates to those who have been partially vaccinated, we've got 5,348. That accounts for 4.7% of our population. And as it relates to booster shots, we've had 5,967 individuals being boosted. That accounts for 5.3% of our population. So in terms of the total cases that we've had since our first, it stands at total tests, 143,299, and the total confirmed cases since our first, 13,998. All right, and so again, our active cases, it stands at 53. We are moving on. 647 families will benefit from the Chinese low-income housing project when it's handed over in the next couple of weeks. Now, last night in the national report, you saw that there was that special that ceremony that was held in the government of Grenada and the Chinese ambassador and so on here. All right. Now the sites are situated at Bousseju in St. George, Diamond in St. Mark, the Villa in St. Patrick, and St. David, current in St. David, and at Carrier Coup. All right. The Prime Minister says that once they're elected, housing is something that they will be focusing on significantly during that time, if that happens. Yep. So people calling me about horses, I guess, as much because they saw it on the program. I think you'll have to contact your electoral office or Ministry of Social Development, and them. So we just tell you the news. We discuss the news. We not, what I mean. And other people are saying, Mikey, how do I get a house? So, I don't know. I wonder what house they're talking about. Yeah, I mean, anyway, lady, that dog. Olia, I just want to go straight into it. The big, what everyone has been talking about right now is the judgment. The judgment. as it relates to the Pension Disqualification Act. Now, yesterday we learned that was the court determined that it's unconstitutional. You understand? And so now it's now about a way forward. And I guess that the question is asked whether or not the government has any intention of appealing that judgment. However, today the government say that they want to refute claims that they have decided to appeal the High Court ruling of March 29, 2022 against the state of Grenada on that pension issue. Now, we heard from the Legal Affairs Minister, that's Kendra Maturin-Stewart, and she's saying that government is yet to discuss it at the cabinet or legal levels. As such, no decision, they say, has been taken. I guess much they were refuting claims that were circulating that the government decided to appeal the judgment.
As it stands right now, the government awaits the written judgment and a full legal briefing. Any attempted representation of the government's reaction is therefore premature and largely speculative, if not in some instances mischievous. In the initial official statement Tuesday, in reaction to the High Court ruling, the government reiterated its commitment to finding a permanent solution to the entire pension issue, while understanding it is an extremely difficult and complex issue. The only firm decision the government has taken in the 24 hours since the ruling is to declare its intention to invite the trade unions to have a discussion on the latest developments. As it has been, especially since 2018, the government not only stands for open dialogue, but has initiated it on many occasions as part of its consultative approach on matters of national interest. The formal request for continued dialogue will go out officially today.
Thank you very much. That's Kendra Maturin-Stewart. And we are also hearing from the National Democratic Congress and as well the unions about this. But in the statement that the government put out to say today, they say that there are a few things that must be made clear in this scenario. That one, the government is completely committed to the cause of all workers. Two, that while the matter is one that has been inherited by this and previous governments, there has never been a lack of commitment by at least this current government to find a lasting and fair solution. Three, that everyone must be cognizant that no government, now or in the immediate future, will be able to find immediately the over $1 billion requested or required without bankrupting the entire society. And four, the commitment to affected public workers is also extended to that of every Grenadian worker, and indeed citizen, and the general well-being of all must be part of this discussion. Now, the National Democratic Congress also lent their voice in this matter. We are hearing now from the current political leader of the National Democratic Congress.
Although we have not yet had the benefit of seeing the written judgment or ruling of Mr. Justice Ralston Glasgow, the National Democratic Congress is committed to upholding the rule of law and to honoring and complying with the judgment of our court, especially when the court vindicates and upholds the constitutional rights of our citizens. The NDC is committed to resolving the pension and gratuity issue in favor of our hardworking public servants who have retired and those who are yet to retire. Our public servants, and indeed all workers of Grenada, deserve a pension upon retirement so that they can maintain decent standards of living, having contributed to building our nation. The NDC will therefore not encourage the continued legal battle between the government and public servants, and we fully support the public servants in their fight for their pensions. When a written judgment or ruling is made available, the NDC will provide further comments in relation to the judgment and its position of resolving the matter with the public servants and their trade unions.
That's the political leader of the National Democratic Congress. We are also hearing from the Public Workers Union on this matter. Last night, we heard from the PWU, Andre Lewis.
Well, we are extremely later.
We heard from not the Public Workers Union, we heard from the TAU on this matter as well.
Well, we are extremely later. We are not surprised. And we look forward to the government implementing the judgment of the court. Recall that the Prime Minister is on record as saying that he shall accept the ruling of the court. So we are extremely later, and we do not expect him to change his mind on that. So let's be clear that we are extremely later. Public officers can look forward to the righting of that injustice that was done by the NMP administration many years ago.
And we have similar sentiments being echoed by the public relations officer of the Public Workers Union.
The legal team representing the government did ask for leave to appeal the judgment. We do anticipate that the government would instruct the Office of the Attorney General to appeal the judgment, because we stand on the public pronouncements by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell on this matter, where he indicated that once a judgment was returned in favor of the workers, he as Prime Minister and the government of Grenada would abide by that decision. We have pensioners who are in tears today, joyful tears, giving God thanks and praise. As we've said, to God be the glory, great things he has done, because there is a hope and faith has been restored in our country that these pensioners who are already retired and living on the breadline would now begin to see their gratuity and increased pensions so that they can live comfortably or decently in their retirement.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Daisy Hazard, and that's the Public Relations Officer of the Public Workers Union. This is a very interesting matter, and time will tell, what really would happen. I mean, there are a lot of things that people would say, but at the end of the day, is what we do that matters. All right. So in the coming days and weeks, we will see where this matter goes. Mr. Paul Belfon is currently breaking the internet with his yam. Yes, his yam. Take a look at this. The over 50 pounds moonshine yam. It is one yam. Well, it look like a whole family. It look like a whole family. I seen grandfather, great grandfather, grandmother. You understand? Daughter. No. Boss, if you are eating that yam, no, sir. I hope you don't cut it yet. According to our source, this yam was dug today. It's from Sobeys in St. Andrew, and Mr. Belfon is the holder of one of the biggest yams to be dug here in Grenada, or at least what we have in recent times, because we do not know what our ancestors came up with. But why, boy? And I'm wondering, how did he figure out that yam was so big? Because sometimes we just get so thirsty. Once we fill yam, we just dig and we break, we pull. But he, in his mind, probably had some idea that yam looked like a big one, and took his time and did not injure. He did not injure the yam. He take his time and he pull it out. I can imagine, how much work it is to pull out a yam without breaking it. You know the size of hole that man had to dig. You understand? To get a yam. So good job, bro. Good job. You understand? But when you finally decide to cut it open, one piece. Realize that the yam is very hard. It's not easy for yam to rot, right? It could stay around for a while. Yam just stay around for a while. Okay, so here's this, right? Let's just move away from it. More than 200 babies could have survived had they been given better care at birth a damning report into Britain's biggest maternity scandal said on Wednesday, prompting a government apology. 200 babies, oh God! You understand? Now the report listed a catalogue of repeated failings at the Shrewsbury, I didn't know exactly how they pronounce it, and Telford Hospital NHS Trust over a 20-year period from 2000 to 2019. You understand? Now, babies were stillborn, died shortly after birth, or were left severely brain damaged, according to the review, which was ordered in 2017 after concern at the high rates of neonatal deaths at the hospital group. It also disclosed that 9 of 12 mothers who died during the period could have had significantly better treatment, and others were made to have natural births when they should have been ordered cesarean C-sections. And they apologize, they say to all the families. I mean, anyway. It just breaks your heart. But anyway, they say they're going to look into it. A police investigation is going to be done. The report outlined how some babies suffered skull fractures, broken bones, or developed cerebral palsy after traumatic forceps deliveries. And other newborns were starved of oxygen and experienced life-changing brain injuries, according to the review of some of the cases involving nearly 1,500 families and nearly 1,600 clinical incidents. Now, of the 498 stillbirths examined, it found that 1 in 4 had significant or major concerns over the maternity care that was given. Now, had the care been managed appropriately, they could have had a different outcome, it added. 40% of the stillbirths were never investigated by the trust. Babies and children, whenever I hear these things, it breaks my heart. Anyway, the World Health Organization on Wednesday laid out 3 possible paths that COVID-19 pandemic might follow in 2022, with a new, more virulent variant, the worst case scenario. The World Health Organization said that the most likely way forward was that the severity of the disease caused by the virus would wane over time due to greater public immunity. Why are we even talking about that? Let's not speculate. Leave that for CNN and Fox to do. What? It's amazing, eh? You see, all it doesn't respect all the local news and thing, and all the elevate people like CNN and Fox and them. Listen, Fox and CNN and them, these big news agencies, they create scenarios and they make news out of it. So they'll create a scenario and make news out of it for the whole day. Out of a scenario that is unreal. Out of a speculation. So for example, let's say for example, the Will Smith Jada situation. They will say, this could have happened because Will Smith has some extra situations going on. Well, Will Smith might have a lot of stress under Jada, right? So Jada is stressing him out. His mental health, is not at its best because maybe Jada is stressing him out. They're going to speculate that. And then they're going to have a doctor, a psychologist, and so what does that mean for Will Smith as a father of 2 or father of 3 who is an actor and spends most of his time in Hollywood and so. And then they're going to get somebody from Hollywood to state, you know what, whether or not they see signs in his behavior over time to suggest that there might be some truth to the fact that he's having a lot of stress under his current wife. Oh, God. All your local news people would never do that. And that is why things that you see from other news agencies, you may not see it from the local. Because the locals, they deal with like hardcore news, the happening. What has happened, when, where, how, and why. Pure facts. Right? But the bigger networks now, they dig into a lot of fallacies and things that are non-existent. And that's easy to do. You just sit down in an office and it's like you're writing a novel. And then give a man a script that to read. Yeah? But that sounds good because it's fluent. Yeah? It sounds because it's full of fluff. But no, it's the local man all they want to shove all the truth down, all the hand in the truth. You know what I mean? Or about this one, that, and this one there, and they all stay there. Oh gosh. Anyway, lately that talk. West Indies selectors are often publicly criticized for what many fans and pundits believe is either their inability or unwillingness to select balanced squads across all three formats of the game. Well, for the first time in a long while, selectors have received some credit and are being commended by former captain and one of the most feared batsmen of all times, Sir Vivian Richards, who believes the selection panel headed by former teammate Desmond Haynes would have gotten it right during the recent Apex series and more so in the team's final match in Grenada. You understand? They believe that it was done right for the first time in a long time. But here's what, a little hypocrite. You know why I go tell you that? Grenada doesn't get match anyway. And that could have been as a result of many other factors, including the selection. I don't hear to talk about the oil, no? I don't hear to talk about the fresh air. I don't hear to talk about the vibe that created a nice, you know? You understand? The people feel good. Them people was on Cloud 9, they playing cricket in Grenada. And we give them nice treatment. You understand? And they eat oil long and they pour food when they get a dash in. You understand? When the men couldn't even make a half day batting, when they eat a two get a dash in and drink a beer, place smash up. The men batting from morning till noon. When you ever see that about selection? What else all about? Once athletes step foot in Grenada, it's a wrap. Just know you hear they put us on a review. Just know I'll go here to investigate in Grenada. Something to write. Because when athletes, not cricketers, athletes in general, come through Grenada, through Grenada, from Grenada, they defront. You understand? He says, for this particular test match, I felt like they did. And especially with the way the wicket played. With the way it played out. Bringing Kyle Mayers in. And he bowls a pretty hard ball. And the way the wicket played out. Because he was bowling pretty straight. So he has gotten some skills with balls in hand. It was a wicket I felt in the third test match in itself was suitable for the team that was picked, and the guys did justice. They were happy with everything that they saw happen, particularly in the final innings. You understand? I'm telling you, it had a lot to do with the oil, no? I'm just saying. And the Ghanaians Beach. I'm just saying. The experience that people had, I'm just saying, who wouldn't like it? Bite it. The facts are the facts. St. Lucia yesterday signaled its intention to become the 5th CARICOM country to to have full membership of the Trinidad-based Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ. Now, the CCJ was established in 2001 to replace the London-based Privy Council as the region's final court. Well, we had that attempt, but it didn't materialize in that of our referendum to have the CCJ as our final appellate court. Who knows where that will go in the next few years? Understand? Anyway, lately that dog, how we looking for time? Well, share the program, no man. Share the program, because you know what, like when you share the thing, you know what I mean, people, you know what I mean. So we have something coming. We have a new wing to our broadcast coming up soon, and we are just putting the final things together, and then we will tell you about it. Of course, we did in fact already hint to you that something is coming. As our business grows, and as Mikey Life grows, of course we have to do things. Right, so today we were, and yesterday we were involved in intense, and for the past few weeks, testing and so on. And I'm starting to feel comfortable that we're heading in the right direction. And once we are there, we will let you know what it is. We'll have a nice like a launch and thing. Boy, we put on like a jacket and tie, like a waistcoat or whatever it is to call it thing. And I mean, and we'll come and present the thing to you formally. All right, but I can tell you that we are not sitting down. We are, of course, looking for ways that we can enhance what it is that we do, here. I mean, a small thing, but anyway, let's leave that dog. Folks, I want to take a break and come back. When I come back, I've got the national report on the weather. Here's what tomorrow we have a major event taking place. As a result, I would not be able to host a Mikey Live program tomorrow, regrettably. Yes, and for me not to be able to host a Mikey Live, it has to be something really important. And so, yes, we have something very important to roll out tomorrow. You will be able to view, but we have to put things in place first. All right. So as a result, we will not be able to have a Mikey Live program tomorrow, God's willing. So you're all free to go and get something to drink and chill out all yourself and spend some time with the family. And we'll come back on Friday to rock your boat. All right. So let me take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have for you the national report and the weather. And for those of you who are with us, you're coming with us on the program here for the first time, I'd like to say hello and welcome to you. I don't recall doing that earlier in the program, and of course this is something that we do, it's customary that we do that, and so we don't want you to feel all unwelcomed on the program. Yes, so for those of you who are here with us for the first time, we want to say welcome to you. This is one family. We are here, yeah? So feel comfortable. We want you to come back as often as you can, because it's, like I said, it is a family. It's a family thing that we have here going on, you know what I mean? And you never know, you could win a two thing or learn a two thing, Anyway, lately that talk here. We are coming back shortly with the national report and the
Avoid leaks at home. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Collect, share, and win with Coca-Cola. Here's your chance to win one of 3 Sony PlayStation 5 consoles when you enjoy original Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola No Sugar. Collect specially marked labels and spell the word MAGIC. Submit the labels in an envelope with your name, address, and contact information and drop in entry boxes provided at major supermarkets. 22 lucky winners can also win great weekly prizes including Samsung Smart TVs, Samsung mobile phones, Samsung tablets, and free Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Real magic. See press or online for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Legal Affairs Minister says government is yet to decide on next steps following High Court ruling on pension issue. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Wednesday, March 30th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. The government of Grenada is reaffirming that it has not yet decided on its course of action following Tuesday's High Court ruling on the pension issue. In a statement issued Wednesday on behalf of government, Minister for Legal Affairs, Honorable Kindra Matthew-Stewart, said any purported reaction from the government is premature and largely speculative. The minister described reports that government has decided to appeal the High Court ruling against the state of Grenada on the pension issue as a contemporary misrepresentation. She explained that government is still awaiting the written judgment and a full legal briefing. According to Minister Matthew-Stewart, the only firm decision government has taken in the 24 hours since the ruling is to declare its intention to invite the trade unions to have discussion on the latest developments.
Representatives of the government are yet to discuss at cabinet or legal levels, much less to come up with a decision on what its reaction should be on this matter. As it stands right now, the government awaits the written judgment and a full legal briefing. Any attempted representation of the government's reaction is therefore premature and largely speculative if not in some instances mischievous. In the initial official statement Tuesday, in reaction to the High Court ruling, the government reiterated its commitment to finding a permanent solution to the entire pension issue, while understanding it is an extremely difficult and complex issue.
She said government remains committed to finding a lasting and fair solution that will in no way negatively impact the economy.
Government is completely committed to the cause of all workers. 2. While the matter is one that has been inherited by this and previous governments, there has never been a lack of commitment by at least this current government to find a lasting and fair solution. 3. Everyone must be cognizant that no government, now or in the immediate future, will be able to find immediately the over $1 billion required without bankrupting the entire society. And 4, the commitment to affected public workers is also extended to that of every Grenadian worker, and indeed citizen, and the general well-being of all must be part of the discussion.
Providing some historical context on the pension issue, the Legal Affairs Minister stated that more progress has been made in the last 5 years than at any time previously. To date, hundreds of retired public servants are benefiting from the arrangement to pay retired officers 70% of their last salary monthly.
As it stands at this very moment, public servants who retire are paid a monthly pension of 70% of their last salary, which is a combination of contributions from NIS and the government. That policy was initiated by this current government and embraced by the trade unions, as reflected in a memorandum that was signed 5 years ago. Hundreds of retired public servants are now benefiting right now from this arrangement. Admittedly, there was no agreement on how to manage the issue of the 25% gratuity, and there have been several proposals on the table in that regard. This government has always insisted on acting responsibly on this complex matter, understanding that the claim is on the state of Grenada. The government's compassion and concern are with all public servants, as they are with every other citizen who rightfully demand and expect better services in all spheres.
Remedial work on an area of land that slipped at Jean Anglais is in progress, as government has awarded a contract to Sunrise Construction Company Limited to erect a 21-foot concrete retaining wall along with slipper drains and pavement. GIS visited the project site on Tuesday and spoke with Desmond John, who shared on the specification and duration of the project. Given the importance of the pathway for the community, his team will endeavor to complete the job in 6 weeks.
The job entails excavation, and we found good soil bearing capacity. There is rock here. After we excavate, we lay down our foundation. It's all solid wall, the highest point being 21 feet, backfill, road, and slipper drain. We are bending the steel off-site, and as we speak, we have one of the trucks rolling in with all the steel that is fabricated. The straight ones that ought to be laced, we have it on site.
Due to the nature of the work being undertaken, John says it was important at that stage of excavation to invite the engineers from the Ministry of Infrastructure to reassess the area before the steel work is laid.
In construction of this level, with these sort of specification, after we excavate, we bring in the engineers from the Ministry of Infrastructure so they can look at the soil bearing capacity and give us an okay so we can go ahead with the next step. So the visit of the engineers this morning was very important and significant. We got it okay, so we are now moving to the next level where we are placing the steel between today, tomorrow, Thursday, and hopefully by Friday, Saturday, we will start pouring the concrete base and the footing.
Engineer Kemon Andrews spoke with the GIS after the assessment, making specific reference to the soil stratification.
The stratification of the soil, it varies at different levels. So it was more or less looking at the analysis and coming up with different sections of retaining walls based on the type of soil.
Once construction of the retaining wall is completed, work will commence on the pavement and slipper drains that will join with the existing concrete pavement. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Hello, here at the Secretariat for the Management of Derelict Vehicles. We are pleased to take your calls and answer queries. Please call us to report derelicts which obstruct traffic in your community, request the removal and disposal of your derelict vehicle from your property or other sites including a garage. Report derelict or abandoned vehicles which harbor pests or breeding mosquitoes or presenting public health or other environmental hazards. You can also find out your next step if your vehicle has been tagged for removal by the RGPF or the Ministry of Health. Call our hotline on 439-2019 at any time. This hotline will be activated on the 28th of March.
A message from the National Derelict Vehicle Cleanup Project, a project of the Government of Grenada, Ministries of Infrastructure Development, Transport and Implementation, and Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Royal Grenada Police Force and the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority.
Welcome back. Grenada has officially received the baton in the Queen's Baton Relay in the lead up to the Birmingham Commonwealth Games on July 27th this year. This is the third time that Grenada has received the Queen's Baton on its shores. It's a tradition that celebrates and connects communities and countries that are part of the Commonwealth ahead of the Games. The Queen's Baton is expected to visit all 72 member countries and territories over a period of 292 days. Grenada is the second Caribbean country and 47th globally to receive the baton, which arrived at the Maurice Bishop International Airport from Guyana on Tuesday. The Grenada Commonwealth Games Association has planned a list of activities as the baton journeys around the island. Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade highlighted some of these areas.
That includes visits to schools, a sports meet, a visit to the Welcome Rock in St. Patrick's, Belmont Estate, the Chocolate Factory, the Guave Nutmeg Processing Plant, and the Doom Museum in St. Andrews. A cultural celebration will also be held at Cuthbert Peters Park, and photo opportunities will be organized along the route. We invite all our people to join in the celebration of the baton as the baton travels around the country this Wednesday and Thursday.
For the first time, Grenada will also have a representation of para-athletes at the Commonwealth Games. Resident representative at the British High Commission, Wendy Freeman, says this year's 22nd Commonwealth Games promises to be bigger than any other.
More events than ever before. A revamped stadium and a brand new aquatic centre are two ways that Birmingham 2022's impact will live on, and the focus on sustainability is another of the key takeaways that everyone's talking about. As the first ever carbon neutral games, we hope this will leave a lasting impression in Birmingham and beyond.
Sports Minister, the Honourable Yolan Bain Horsford, is pleased Grenada is a part of the celebrations again and looks forward to a great performance by Team Grenada.
That's a demonstration of the Commonwealth nations being united through sports. As the baton continues throughout the Commonwealth, we anticipate that the uniqueness of each nation, which are revealed through their shared stories, would be an inspiration to all of us.
Finally, in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture has pledged to partner with a local non-profit organization in a training and development program for youth and young adults, particularly centered on agriculture. A team from the ministry led by Minister Honorable Peter David recently visited a 5-acre plot in Bushejou, St. George that will go into agricultural production by the organization known as Adult and Teens Challenge Grenada.
The plan here is that we're going to have some short crops in terms of things like melons, cantaloupe, pumpkins, and some of the things that are really in demand. We're also going to have some shade houses as well, along with some small ruminants, some small animals. And we're going to use this as, again, like I said, as part of our training and certification venue. So youth who are involved in our programs will have this as another site that they can train at and get their CVQ level 2 or level 1 certification in crop production or some other area of interest.
That was Executive Director for Adult and Teen Challenge Grenada, Jude Hector, explaining the work that will be done at the plot of land. This project will offer certification that will allow participants to become businessmen and women in agriculture and will contribute to increased production. Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Peter David, said the ministry is ready to offer the technical support needed to ensure the project is a success.
We at the Ministry of Agriculture will work this project as a partnership. We have the technical know-how. So, for example, planting requires you to know what the ground is good at. You know, persons believe they could plant anything anywhere. That's not true. There's some things that would be good in the soil and there are things that would not be good in the soil. So Jude and his team will work with the agronomy division in the Ministry of Agriculture. We'll work with the extension division. We'll work with the farm labor support group. Whatever we can provide. The role of the state is to provide some support, be it mechanized, be it technical by way of agronomy support, be it extension support. We at the ministry have to provide that and to work hand in hand with the private sector and work hand in hand with the cooperative sector to ensure that we get increased production and that we turn out some good businessmen and businesswomen.
Adult and Teen Challenge Grenada has entered into a temporary arrangement with Bushaju Estate Limited, owned and managed by Leroy Nichols, to bring the project to fruition. That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, March 30th. Recapping the top story. Legal Affairs Minister says government is yet to decide on next steps following the High Court ruling on pension issue. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Well, thank you, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS news team. And now for a look at the weather. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with light, brief, isolated showers, mainly after midnight. Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Your weather for Thursday is expected to be partly cloudy with few light isolated showers increasing overnight. The maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 24. Winds northeasterly to east southeasterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. That's your weather report for tomorrow. Saying hello to the folks on YouTube, all of you who are currently viewing on YouTube, we want to say hello to you and we appreciate you being there all the time. So we've got Ezran, Shireen, Kireen, Suzette. Suzette, did you make a pass there? No, not Suzette. My mom. Sorry. Suzanne. Not Suzette, Suzanne. All right, Suzanne, hello to you as well, okay? And Tallman. And all the other people who are there on YouTube, hello to you. Likewise, we would like to say hello to those of you who are on Facebook, all the loyals. Linton, I see that you're there. Mom, again, Velma, Angel, Cynthia, Shumsum, Della, Abraham, Eunice. Hello, Eunice. How are you doing? Blessings to you, all right? Who else is there with us? Cleon, Gemma, Rolanda, Elise, Joyous. Blessings to you as well. Bermuda, yes, hello. Hazel, Mishi, I see that you're there. Nelsia, hello, Nelsia. Blessings to you as well, okay? Vicky and Liz. Hi, Liz. What's up? What's up, Liz? All right. Who else is there? Well, that's it there for those of you who are chatting. So, Java, blessings to you as well, all right? So, guys, take care. We'll touch base again, okay? Dolores, let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. we all say, Ja! No! Blessings. Take care, take care, take care. And I'm really looking forward to touching base with you on, not tomorrow, but on Friday, God's willing. Take care.